Spotify used to be this huge uphill battlefield for the longest time until I understood this core principle that would end up changing the way I look at music marketing and just getting a new listener over to a platform, period. And I'm XO Xuded. I've had over 2 million streams on my original music, and I've had at least 5,000 monthly Spotify listeners for over 2 years without paying a single dollar in promotion. If you give me just a little bit of your time, I'll give you a lesson on Spotify that took me a whole bunch of years to learn. When you first start releasing music, obviously the goal is to get as many people listening to the music as possible, whether that's new listeners or returning listeners that are coming onto the platform to stream our music time and time again. Obviously, we start releasing music as artists because we believe in it. We believe that if enough people were to actually hear it and have the opportunity to come across it, then they would genuinely become fans of it. They would actually become people that would regularly stream our music and be happy to listen to the next one. That is the goal. And when you first start out, obviously you want to push out your music as much as possible to as many people as possible. So doing that, typically you put out content, whether that's short form or long form. One thing that I did in the beginning that was a huge mistake, I didn't realize. This is my Spotify logo. I know it's not that good, but it'll work. I would do something like this. And obviously this could be like a short form content as well. I'll put it in the corner either way. But if this was my piece of content, I have the Spotify logo with my artist name right next to it, right there in the corner. It's tucked off. It's not doing too much. It's not too flashy, but it's like reminding you, like, hey, I'm here. If you want to go stream it, this is where you can go. I don't know where you're coming across this. I would do this for YouTube videos. I would do this for TikTok, for Instagram, whatever platform that I was putting this content out there. I was just constantly putting in that little Spotify logo in my name, just like, hey, here's my reminder to you. And we're going to get into the problem of that later, but just because it's already right here, let's just go ahead and imagine this is the little caption. Another thing I would say is stream my new song. Something like that. Go stream my new song. New song is out now. Some sort of call to action. And this CTA right here was the second mistake that I would do on my content a lot. Of course, again, still not feeling like it was too much. A big thing with us is, and I guess I'm talking to the artists out there that are like me. I've met so many artists that have similar feelings when it comes to pushing our music and stuff that I'm going to generalize, but obviously everybody's a little bit different. But for the people that are like me and you don't want to be salesy as you're pushing your music, you don't want to be, like that used car salesman that as soon as you pull up to the lot, they're like down your throat trying to get you into a new fucking Mercedes or some shit. You don't want to be that cringy person that's constantly like, go stream my music, go stream my music. So for me, I was like, let me think of some of these little slick ways. Obviously it's going to be in my caption. It's my new song. Go stream it. It's going to be like the little logo. Just in case you didn't know, Spotify exists. Here's my name. Go stream that shit if you like it. And the problem with that is it's too generic. It's something that too many artists are already doing. And other than doing that, just erase this real quick. Obviously, I would put the content out there and I would put my little call to action in the actual caption. But another thing I would do would be in my stories, let's say it's just a clip, some sort of content is going to be there. Honestly, I would even be lazy because it was my stories. I would just put like the cover art picture of my song. And I'm not saying that, because this is counterintuitive to a lot of the things that you hear when you first start out. And I'm aware of this. I'm aware that people say, yes, just put your content everywhere. It's not about what you're doing. It's about how you're doing it. You feel me? Just putting your cover art there and then just be like, go stream my music. It's really needy. It's really, here's my hand. Please, can you just give me some change? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't feed myself. It's really desperate. And desperation is not something that is attractive. And I'm not talking about beautiful, handsome, sexy, whatever the fuck. I'm talking about attracting people to your vibe, to your aura, to your brand, period. You don't want to be unattractive by being so desperate, so needy for a stream that you're constantly asking for it, that you're constantly reminding people about, like a business that is like multi-billion-dollar business, Spotify. By the way, Spotify exists. If you do, it's over there. If your shit is not on Spotify, there's a problem. You know what I mean? Like, people should assume that your shit's on Spotify. And we're going to talk about ways to actually get people over to the platform, whether that is Spotify or Apple Music or anything. But I had to go over these nonchalant ways that we promote our music that was just a huge waste of time, huge waste of effort. And it actually resulted in less people going over to stream my shit. And the thing is, I would have people that would listen to it. Like, I would put shit out, and then I would hear, before I do like any like real pushes, like real like content is going out, those like day one people, you feel me? It's been 12 hours. Who's really listening type shit. You would get those people, and then I'd kind of do some lazy way of promoting like the story, and I'm like, okay, see, it works. And the problem was, until I stopped doing that, I didn't realize that was going to happen regardless. It wasn't because, oh, somebody watched your story, so now they went over. And the ones that watch your story very fast are typically the people that are the most engaged fans. And the most engaged fans, from, my experience, those are the ones that are already listening to your shit anyways, that already got the notification on Spotify anyways. And I'm not saying that you don't have to do any marketing to them, like to remind people. Obviously, you do. Obviously. Again, it's not the what, it's the how. You don't want to constantly be, especially if they're a fan, you don't want to constantly be like, just stream my shit, stream my shit, stream my shit. Because then it's like, goddamn, you're that friend with the pickup truck, and then you fucking help them out for one weekend, and you end up moving some shit, and then every weekend after that, they always need you to come and help with your pickup truck. It's like, damn, like, I'm trying to help. I was rocking with your music. I really was. Like, I was a fan of your music. You're starting to put me off now. Like, I get it. I'm gonna stream your next song. Chill. Like, I got the notification. You don't need to be so fucking pushy. And obviously, this will get out to other people. You will get new people that see your stories or your content or whatever. Again, do you want your first time coming across these people as being desperate? And like, hey, go stream my shit. It's on Spotify. Go stream my shit. It's on Apple. Like, here's a link. But now that we've talked about things that we shouldn't do to get people over to Spotify, let's talk about the things that we should do. And of course, like I said, a lot of this is going to be making content, right? Whether that is the short form or the long form. The long form typically would be on places like YouTube, and that's just about it. I know TikTok obviously lets you do longer videos now, and you can even flip it, but kind of just sticking with the culture of the platform. Your long form videos, like music videos, visualizers, lyric videos, shit like that, that can stick on your YouTube channel. From there, you're going to obviously have short form content that go to places like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, shit like that. You feel me? Maybe Snapchat, whatever platform actually fits you, your personality, and your brand the best. You need to do market research on which platforms really suit you. But nowadays, man, basically every demographic is scattered throughout every platform. And some of them might be more like, you might have an older demographic typically on the Facebook, and then the younger demographic more on like Snapchat and shit like that. But generally, like, people are going to be a little bit everywhere. They're going to be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You just kind of have to put yourself out there, and you're going to see what happens. But with this content, since we're not putting anything at the top, like we're not putting any sort of Spotify logo or trying to put our artist name, anything like that, we're not putting anything in the captions that are too like needy or anything desperate. What are we doing then? Like, how are we going to get people over to Spotify? And the thing is actually super easy. It's super simple. Nothing. Just make the content. Make your content. Make amazing content. Do the things that you want to do ordinarily. And I know it's just like, wait, hold on. Before you click off. What I mean by that is you sitting here trying to constantly push people to Spotify is actually pulling people away from there. You trying to get new listeners in the most cringy way possible is actually getting you less listeners. But if you just put out your content, people are naturally going to gravitate towards your music. They're going to not feel like it's some sort of advertisement that they are constantly bombarded with. And you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Ad after ad after ad. It's really hard to see our music sometimes as an ad, despite us not wanting to be the cringy salesperson. It's one of those things that don't, I guess, make sense, because then on the other side of that coin, we don't typically look at our music as an ad. I'm just saying, go stream the song. It's a good song. Like, the fuck? It's my gift to you. Do you feel me? Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not trying to advertise or anything. I'm just trying to give you a song that you're actually going to like. You're welcome. And I get it. As much as I feel you on that, it's not true. No matter what it is, it could be the best movie ever, but a trailer is still going to be an ad if it's just put up the wrong way. You feel me? Like, if it's not naturally talked about, it's still an ad. And it's not like back in the days, back when we were kids, or however old you are. Like, back when I was a kid, like, you would see ads and it didn't have the same sort of like eye rolling effect, because you didn't see as many. You didn't see ad after ad after ad. You weren't constantly being bombarded with all of this advertisement. And nowadays, no matter what it is, you're constantly hearing about it. You're constantly hearing an advertisement about what you should do, what you should go see and go listen to. So your music, yes, it's an ad. Every time you're sitting here saying, go to Spotify, go stream my new song, it's just like, ugh. You feel me? Like, however you feel when somebody's trying to push you onto something, that's how they feel. You know what I mean? Like, it might have been effective years and years and years ago, maybe at one point in time. Like, when I first started making music, this is kind of what people told you to do. They told you to, yeah, constantly remind people, tell them that your new song is out. And I say, yes, it's what, not how, or it's how, not what, whatever fucking way. You feel me? Like, it's not you reminding them, it's the way you remind them. It's you sitting here trying to be like, go stream it, please, please. Again, you just got your hand out waiting for some fucking change. My nigga, you gotta get up. We're not gonna continue doing that metaphor, but you get what I'm saying, bro. Like, you can't just continuously ask people to go stream your music and expect that to be the thing that is driving all your streams. You have to put out content and make people actually want to go do it themselves. You know how much stronger that is? You know how much people resonate with something that they feel like they had a choice in the matter of. Like, man, I found this song in this show and I really fuck with it. And then they went to it. It wasn't an advertisement. It wasn't something that was pushed down. It was just in the background. It just happened to be there. It just happened to come across. And it was like a happy coincidence. And that's kind of how you should look at music marketing. It's just a happy coincidence. You feel me? Like, make people feel like what they did by choosing, and I do mean a choice, to go over to Spotify or whatever platform they choose and go stream your song, make them feel like it was just a part of their day, not like it was some sort of order. And obviously, like I said, this isn't just for Spotify. This could go to Apple, YouTube, whatever the case is. You don't need to constantly push people towards it. But it's like, wait a minute, XO. Some people they're just not the brightest. And I hate to say it. Some people, they're just lazy. They're lazy. It's like something could be clearly out or something like that, or something could be clearly on YouTube and somebody will still ask, wait, where's this? Wait, is this out now? Drop this, release it, please give it to me. Whatever their words are. Like, there's so many different words people use, like, it's like, damn, did you look? Because it's out. And sometimes I honestly believe that people will put stuff like this, even if they do end up finding it. They might be like, hey, where can I find this? And then go to the link in your bio and end up going to it, or go search you on YouTube and find your music video that they just saw a clip of. Whatever the case is, they might end up doing their own searching anyways. And that's still just their way of engaging, because it's something that honestly we see a lot in artists that are super popular. These are the comments. If you go and look at artists that get thousands and thousands of comments, these are the type of comments that they're getting. Drop this. When you gonna drop? Whatever. Like, it could be already out, but it's almost just like a part of the culture. By that is actually somewhere where you can take advantage of it. Because again, you don't want to be pushy, you don't want to be needy, but you do want to be generous. You do want to make sure that you give your fans what they ask for, right? And I don't mean it's some weird, the customer's always right. But if you can give them what they ask for, like, drop now, my guy is out, you can still reply to this comment. And this is one of the strongest ways to actually get people over to Spotify or whatever platform without being cringy, while still being able to plug in your music. And then we could do a little plug. This is where you can plug in your music easily, seamlessly, and it's not looked at in some cringy type of way, because you genuinely are just answering a question. And I actually, I look for these. These are the comments that I can't wait for. You know what I mean? Whether it's drop now, where can I find this? What's the name of this song? These are little ways where you can actually plug in your song. But let me show you how this looks. Like if it's drop now, you can do something like it's out, right? Just very similar. Wait, it's out? No, obviously you're going to plug in your song too. And then I'm running out of space, but it would just be all one comment. It'd just be like song name by me. And don't put me. Don't not put the artist name. I know this might hurt your ego a little bit, but put your name. I get it. It might be on your account. This is what I mean by sometimes people are just lazy. People just aren't paying attention. And actually, sometimes this is just kind of what happens when you're just in that fog of just scrolling through platforms, right? This is what people do with everything else. Again, we look at our music, do a little music note, as something super special. But it's in line with all the other pieces of content. Those are supposed to be like little video play icons or whatever. Your song's right here, right? And we look at it so special, but really it's just in the line of all these other pieces of content, and people aren't giving 100% of their attention. So yes, even though it might be on your account, it would be a very smart idea to go ahead and put your artist name as well. And that's as simple as it has to be. It doesn't have to be anything complex. You want it to be super simple, because then after you put this, you're going to, how are we going to put this? You're going to pin their comment. Pin their comment to the top of your comments, and then that way anybody that also is thinking drop now, where is this song at, what's the name, whatever it is, they can look right at the pinned comment right at the top and see that you answered it. Yes, you can answer other people as well. I'm not saying don't answer anybody else, because again, sometimes people just don't pay attention. So they might just skip past this pinned comment and go straight to dropping their own comment and put something like song ? And again, that's when you could just reply to them and put the name by me. And you just continue to do it that way. Again, I always like to pin at least one comment, the one that is like, you know what I mean, the most common that you end up, the most common comment that you get, the one that seems most relevant to the goal that you have, which is obviously, I want to go stream this. Now the thing is, some of them, they might just put Spotify ? They might just put Apple, whatever the case is. You're going to have to start learning to read between the lines of what people are saying. It's not too hard to figure out, but when they do, you just put that comment out. You just put that comment down there, and now you're not being the cringy salesperson. You're being that person that is giving to their artist, that is actually down to earth enough to comment back. And it's not some trick or whatever. Like, you got them. Like, we are all just regular fucking people. And the less that you can take yourself off of this pedestal, stop looking at your music as some blessing and gift. And I get it. People will actually enjoy it if they end up giving it a chance, but you have to make them feel like they're giving it a chance, not like you're just saying, here's a sample. Here, go stream my shit. Go stream my shit. This is counterintuitive. We want it to feel natural. We want it to all feel like it is, again, just a part of their normal day. Like, yeah, I ended up actually coming across this dope ass song when I was going through TikTok earlier. I think the likelihood that somebody actually says that for a song that was just advertised to them, go stream my shit, stream now, and like all bold letters, like it's just, I think it's something that maybe older generations were able to do. Maybe the record labels back in the day were able to say, this isn't what the modern artists can do, the indie artists could do. And you can follow suit if you want. But if you want to get ahead of 99% of artists, I strongly suggest that you don't. And just give it a shot. Give a shot not doing some of these other cringy things that in tactics, and you probably have done others, and so have I. Like DMing people that like a clip and being like, hey, I noticed you like the song. Here's the link to it, and sending them a link for that. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, it's not too salesy, right? I'm not just like cold messaging everybody. It's like, but I'm messaging saying thanks for liking my clip. By the way, if you liked it, here's the full thing. Yes, even I don't care if you do get a stream. It was a pity stream, bro. I don't want no pity stream. I don't want a pity stream because they might not even listen. They probably won't listen to it all the way. If it's truly a pity stream, how many times does a pity stream go into the playlist? The more that you could do it naturally like this, the better. The more that you can have it as just like a conversation with your fans, the better. The less pushy it is, the more people are actually going to be drawn to your song.